Okay, it's Friday, January 7th. You asked about the stock BITO. I guess it's a Bitcoin ETF. It's kind of interesting here. I'll show you what's developing. It's not really the trade I would look to take, but there is something interesting developing here as it relates to both price action overall and the strat. Let's just show you here. First of all, I'm looking at a daily chart. And well, let me first start with the weekly chart because this is what, and I think you know this. I mean, it's been just going down, 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 down. And I guess you're taking a shot to jump in near the lows. So if you think about it, just in the bigger picture, this whole thing won't even begin to turn up until you get a weekly reversal signal. That could be this is a 2 down bar on the weekly. You might get a 2 up next week. You could get some kind of an inside bar here in the week ahead that fails to go lower and then reverses up with a 2 down, 2 up. You could look for that. I'm trying to think. There's a few other patterns if you look at the sheet to show you what a weekly reversal will look like. So that's what you're really trying to see if you're jumping in here. Now on the daily chart, what's interesting is you do have a little broadening formation here. You can see here, I just drew it in. As I looked at the chart, I said, oh, there's a higher high from this point, and then we came down and right now we're making a lower low. So you are broadening to the downside. And the question is that going to now be the start of a reversal higher? So on the daily chart, what you actually have developing here, these are the 5 days of this week, is you're getting a hammer bar, at least developing here. There's still 3 hours to go in the day, which you can get, this is a hammer kind of reversal at the bottom of the broadening action, and you can get a 2 down today, 2 up on Monday, which could be the very first sign of a buy here. Then you'd want to see, in terms of next week, do we open up inside of next week, or do we maybe probe a little lower first and then head higher? It's hard to say. So if you're getting in here, today, you want to see this hammer form today, meaning we close near the top of the range. You want to see follow through on Monday, and maybe, it could be the beginning of a 2 up week. If this is going to be a big red week, I still think probably we're going to test lower. So I could see this hammer. It's, if you do get a buy today, maybe we would probe one more lower, and then a good reversal could take place on the daily chart here, a different type of strat reversal than the very first 2 down, 2 up. But anyway, we are broadening on the the daily time frame and forming a possible first reversal signal. It's not even there yet. I mean, until we break above this high tomorrow on Monday. So you're going to watch for that. Then you're going to watch for that weekly strat in some form to reverse back up, and that could lead to maybe a whole new broadening action. Since we've taken out this high here 2 weeks ago and now this low, we might be heading back up to the top of the triangle, and again starting maybe a whole big trick. And then at that point, you see if the monthly trend actually turns higher. Let's just look at that quickly, if I can get it here just to end, to see what the monthly has to do to eventually move higher, which if you're in it for the long term, that's what you want to track. I mean, the monthly chart, we're making a 2 down. This is January. So you're going to have to see some kind of, action by the end of January that goes above the where we opened up here, and maybe start a green reversal bar, and then in February making a new a new high. So that's how it all aligns on the multiple time frames. But for now, you're taking the very first, possible turning point here. Let me get back to the weekly chart. On the daily chart, where we are broadening lower and possibly getting a 2 down, 2 up on Monday. So see what happens.